Christmas. Yeah, it's crazy. It is Christmas Day. I know, and you're thinking, what are you doing sat in the shed on Christmas Day? Well, what usually happens, every year, we always have tons of family around. It's chaos. I've done the majority of the Christmas dinner, and we've all eaten that. We can hardly move now, so they're all in there, running around, loads of noise. And every year at Christmas, I always take an hour, hour and a half out to chill out and have a cigar. Last year was in my truck because the shed wasn't really habitable back then, but it's sort of moving on a bit, the shed now. Got probably about half of the amount of gear that I need in it. Anyway, I digress. I just thought I'd bring you along rather than just sitting there all on my own. So it's going to be a bit random. I've got a few things I want to say, and I've just put it down on a prompt notes, as it were. So it's going to be a little bit edited here and there, but doesn't really matter. The first thing I was going to say, if you can, try and get out to some old people around where you live, because some of them, not all of them, are on their own. And we went around to Mavis over the road earlier, and bless her, she's on her own now. She has been for about 3 years or 4 years since Frank died, and she doesn't really get to see much family because they're all right up north, Lincolnshire way, and it's a bit of a drive to come down to the south coast, so they don't always manage to make it down. So just make a little habit of popping over there, just putting the kettle on for her, just spending 10-15 minutes just having a chat about all sorts of things, and come back home and leave them to it. But they just seem to really appreciate just being normal, I'll call it, or being human, whatever you want to dress it up as. But yeah, it's just being there for them, you know, because Christmas is it can be good and bad depending on your situations. I mean, Bridal Outdoors this year is going to be tough. Losing his beloved Kaz on his own, you know, not many kids running around, the silence is just going to be horrible. So my heart really goes out to the lad, and you know, if he wasn't so far away, I'd probably be around now putting the kettle on for him or something else, you know. So, you know, my heart really does go out to poor Brian at this time of year. So, Merry Christmas, mate, if you manage to get around to watching this one day. I know you're probably not going to do it now because you got a lot on your plate, and we all understand that, mate. So yeah, if we need to talk, mate, we're all here for you. This is a real community. We don't just say this, we really do mean it. You know, we're here for everyone, really. I mean, I'm not a professional counsellor. I have spoke to a few boys who are going through PTSD and stuff, and yeah, you know, just help out, really. It's not hard, just lend an ear. I know life's hectic, and it seems to whiz by, but try and make some time for people. It goes much appreciated. Anyway, we don't want to be doom and gloomy all the way through this, so we'll try and cheer it up. I'll keep looking down at this, so please forgive me. I'm not a professional. I can't memorise all this stuff. Don't get paid enough. Emergency services, A&E especially, they're snowed under this time of year, and for them to put the hours in and to really make a difference, to help people out really over the Christmas period is phenomenal. And you know, heartfelt thanks really goes out to them guys. Bloody incredible, brilliant job they do. And to be honest, without them, things could be different for a lot of people. So big shout out to the emergency services, all of them, not just A&E, all of them. It's been a bit crazy down here on the south of England, also other parts of the UK as well, but from what I understand from the newsrooms coming out about 3 or 4 hours ago now, about midday on Christmas Day, there was over 50,000 homes all across the south from different locations without electricity, just gone, and it won't be being put back on until at least tomorrow, maybe even later, who knows. So it really does hit home the importance of being prepared, really. There's not a lot you can do if your house is under 3 feet of water. But what I've done on a personal note is I moved all of my preps I have done about 14 months ago now. They're all upstairs, way out the way. So if we do get any flooding, you know, all of our food and stuff like that is going to be pretty much safe from flood damage. So we could pretty much live upstairs if we had to, for the immediate future anyway, just to get out of the dodgy zone, if you know what I mean. You don't need to be moving straight out and sleeping on a sleeping bag on a sports stadium floor with hundreds of others. You know, you don't need to. Don't be a burden. Help out yourself. I think that's the fundamental cornerstone of prepper, really. Self-sufficient. You're responsible for your actions. If you're in trouble, you deal with it. Don't go crying to the police or whatever. Try and help yourself. And others if you can. You know, why not? So yeah, a few little things going on. That sort of thing. Personally, Christmas Eve, I spent probably about 3.5, 4 hours of it fixing the leaky roof at the front of the house. We had windows fitted about 2 years ago, and it's basically been bodged. And I've only just realised when you really look at it closely, and we've been getting drips of water coming in. So that's all had to be dried off as best as I could and sealed it all up. So that was crazy. And when all the high winds came, we got a couple of fence panels down, and my neighbours, they got fence panels down as well. So we've all been mucking in, helping each other out, sorting all that out on Christmas Eve. And you know what Christmas is like, it's really hectic. You got lots to do. So with all of that being thrown into the mix, it made an interesting Christmas. But you know, you can get irate and lose your rag and cuss and curse, but really it's not going to change anything. The problems are still going to be there. So I'll say this to loads of people, and I will continue to say this to loads of people. If you're in a really crappy situation and things are looking pretty grim, do you know the best way around it? Smile, baby. Yeah, smile. And a lot of it just goes away out the window. You can smile, mate, and you can have a laugh. You can cope with anything. Seriously can. It's a secret weapon. Smile, mate. It always helps. Always helps. Okay, and also just a little quick note. I've had a couple of guys, 2 or 3 of late. One of them who wanted to buy some kit off me when I was doing a sale a few months back, and he left me a PM wanting X amount of kit and blah blah blah, and I couldn't get contact, couldn't get hold of him, couldn't reply to him. And also recently as well, a guy, I don't know who it is, but it sounds like he served in the same regiment as me back in the day, in the late 80s, early 90s. And I can't reply to his comment, and I can't PM him, because he, probably unwittingly or unknowingly, has contact enabled locked. So you can't get hold of him. You have to unlock your contact thing, whatever you call it. I'm not sure exactly how it works. You'll probably have to go and do a Google search and how to disable contact lock, maybe, for example. And then I can get hold of you guys. You know, I'm not being arrogant, I'm not being rude, I'm not you know, just completely forgetting about you. I can't physically contact you. I can't reply to any of your comments, and I can't send you a PM because you've enabled this lock or block and no one can contact you unless you contact them or something. I don't know how it works. It's Google crap's weird, isn't it? So yeah, communication is a two-way street. So sort your contact enable out, and I'll get back to you. It's been pretty tough spending an hour a day, more or less, on YouTube, and I'll just turn it off because it can just really take over your life, and I don't really want that. And I know a lot of people spend a lot of time on YouTube, and it is very addictive. I can see the appeal. I mean, if I was off work for a week with a bad back, I'll probably spend most of my time on there. But from a general rule of thumb, personally, I don't know, between, I don't know, 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock at night, I'm on YouTube solid. And it's very hard to watch videos because I'm finding out I'm replying to comments and replying to PMs, and I don't really get much time to watch any videos. So if any of you guys have put videos up and you're hoping I'll come along and watch them and comment, I don't really have the time. And it's a shame because I'm missing out on so many videos, because as you could well imagine, I'm coming up to nearly 9,000 subscribers now. Yeah, that's a lot of people. That's a hell of a lot of people. You put them in one room, it does blow you away when you think about it like that. So all of them, not all of them, but most of them will upload videos. Not daily, but from time to time. And you can imagine the subscription feed that I'll get. And it's literally, I don't know, I'll just turn it on and I've got like 50 videos from my subscribers. And trying to pick 1 or 2 that's only like 5 or 10 minutes long and having to forget the rest, it's bad, you know. So don't be offended if I don't watch or comment on your videos, because it's down to time really. As I said, the more subscribers I've got now, the harder it is because there's more videos to see, and it's just overwhelming really, to be honest. So I do apologise for not commenting or replying to comments as well. It's just too much basically. So I hope you would forgive me if I don't reply to your comments. I'll try to. And another thing is, if I reply to 1 or 2 comments out of about 80 or so on the video. Um, it's my own fault. I just worry that other people will think, oh, why has he replied to them and not me? Am I not important, or aren't you my friend anymore, that sort of thing. So it's a case of reply to none or reply to all, and it's pretty much reply to none at the moment. But I do try, if I do get time, for whatever reason, I'll jump on there and I will reply to some comments. So yeah, that's basically how that's kicking back, really, to be honest. And another message, really, of a personal note. I have noticed, I don't know really, some of you might pick up on it, some of you might not, but there seems to be an undertone of ill feeling, shall we say, in the community, in our special outdoorsy community, prepper, survival, bushcraft, yada yada. For me personally, it doesn't really matter what colour you are. Black, yellow, brown, white, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're all Chinese, Indian, American, English, French. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're fat, you're thin, if you're a short ass, if you're a lanky git. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're a Muslim, a Christian, whatever. It doesn't really matter, because at the end of the day, and this is how I see how everything works. If you get a little knife and you cut any one of those, every single one of them people's blood will be exactly the same colour. And surely that's all that needs to be said on that matter. I mean, if you don't like someone because they're a Muslim, or he's got black skin, or he's short, or he's a gay, or whatever, then yeah, have a look at yourself, mate, because don't judge a sausage by its skin, as my wife would say. Give everyone a chance. Don't make assumptions on how people look. So if everyone could do that, man, this world would be a better place, wouldn't it? There would be no need to fighting and God knows what else.